The story of American whiskey begins in the fields with barley, rye, and corn. Many early colonists knew distilling techniques from the old country and turned to making spirits with these abundant grains. The early whiskey was rough and potent, and it marked the beginning of a long tradition. As colonists gathered to move westward, they carried this distilling knowledge. Whiskey became a staple on the frontier. Farmers distilled surplus grains into a valuable commodity. Whiskey provided warmth and solace on cold nights. It dulled the pain of the harsh realities of life on the frontier. It also served as medicine for various ailments. Through whiskey production, hearty grains, hard work, and resourcefulness were transformed into comfort, currency, and community. As America expanded westward, so too did the production of whiskey. Frontier farmers, often isolated and far from urban centers, found themselves with an abundance of grain. Whiskey, more durable and valuable than grain itself, became a form of currency, readily accepted for goods and services. Barrels of whiskey, sturdy and portable, traversed the rough roads and waterways of the expanding nation. They served as a medium of exchange, facilitating trade and commerce in a rapidly developing economy. The phrase "paying with liquid assets" took on a whole new meaning on the American frontier. Whiskey's role as currency, however, was not without its downsides. The standardization of quality and proof was difficult to enforce, leading to disputes and inconsistencies in trade. Furthermore, the widespread availability of whiskey contributed to social problems, including drunkenness and violence. Despite these challenges, whiskey remained an integral part of frontier life. It fueled westward expansion, lubricated social interactions, and provided a much-needed source of revenue for farmers and distillers alike. The American Revolution, a struggle for liberty and self-determination, was fueled in part by whiskey. The spirit became a symbol of American ingenuity and independence, standing in stark contrast to the British rum, which had a significant import tax. Colonial distillers, embracing the revolutionary spirit, ramped up production, providing whiskey to soldiers and civilians alike. Whiskey warmed the hearts and bolstered the spirits of those fighting for freedom. General George Washington himself recognized the importance of whiskey, ensuring his troops were well supplied. Following the war, the newly formed nation faced significant debt. Alexander Hamilton, the nation's first Secretary of the Treasury, saw in whiskey a source of much-needed revenue. His proposal of a tax on whiskey, however, was met with fierce resistance. The Whiskey Rebellion, a violent uprising in western Pennsylvania, demonstrated the importance of whiskey to the nation's economy and identity. Farmers and distillers, outraged by what they perceived as an unjust tax, took up arms in protest. The rebellion, though ultimately suppressed, highlighted the complex relationship between whiskey, taxation, and the evolving American identity. George Washington, America's first president, was also a distiller of considerable skill. Following his retirement from public life, Washington established a distillery at his Mount Vernon estate. Using his knowledge of agriculture and business, he transformed Mount Vernon into one of the largest whiskey distilleries in the young nation. Washington's distillery, powered by the labor of enslaved Africans, produced a variety of spirits, including rye whiskey, apple brandy, and even a type of rum. The distillery was a testament to the hard work and spirit of those working at Mount Vernon. Their whiskey was highly regarded, praised for its quality and flavor. These spirits were sold throughout the colonies, contributing to the growing popularity of American-made whiskey. The success of Washington's distillery demonstrated the economic potential of whiskey production, paving the way for future generations of distillers. I've been to Mount Vernon. I must say, the whiskey they make there is quite delicious. I hope you'll try it if you get the chance. Settlers crossing the Appalachian Mountains brought distilling traditions to Kentucky. Kentucky's fertile lands and limestone-rich water were ideal for whiskey production. Here, Bourbon, a distinctly American spirit, was born. Named for Bourbon County, it's made from at least 51% corn. Aged in new, charred oak barrels, it gains a rich, smoky flavor. The unique combination of climate, ingredients, and techniques resulted in a smooth, flavorful spirit. Bourbon rose with the American frontier, embodying adventure and self-reliance. Today, bourbon is enjoyed worldwide, recognized for its quality and character. From Kentucky to the global stage, bourbon's journey reflects American innovation and legacy. By the way, how do you like your whiskey? Neat? Rocks? A splash of something sweet? Leave a comment below. I always start neat. Cheers! And if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.